Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is the next performance of the Shelter in Place Festival. This is We're All Right. It was written by Jackie Martin. It is starring Audrey Dalton, Joseph Kasper, and this was directed by Kally Duncan. Enjoy.
Come on. Come on. Come on. This is stupid. This is so stupid.
What's stupid?
Oh!
Oh, you're not supposed to touch your face, you know. Don't you watch the news?
What's the difference? I'm in the house all day. I'm not touching anyone else.
I think still, you're not supposed to. You look nice. What's stupid?
Nothing. Just this.
This?
I thought you weren't coming.
Really?
Well, you were like 5 minutes late.
I am?
I thought it was a joke.
Sorry, my sister was using... You thought it was a joke?
Sort of.
Why would it be a joke?
I just thought it was.
I wouldn't do that.
I don't know.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay, it's just... Forget it. I like your tie.
Oh, thanks. It's my dad's.
It's nice.
The jacket is his too.
My dad's ties are all ugly. Bad colors are weird little golfers.
What? Sorry, you cut out for a minute.
Nothing, just... I like it.
I was surprised that it actually fit me. I haven't had to wear a suit in a couple of years. I didn't even realize we were the same size. So my dad and me, I mean, if it were really the prom, I probably would have rented a Dux, I guess.
This isn't exactly what I would have chosen to wear to prom either.
It's nice.
It's just an old dress. I thought about borrowing my cousin's prom dress from a couple years ago, but my mom wouldn't let me drive over there.
I like it.
Thanks.
What I can see of it.
Oh, hold on.
It's pretty.
What?
You look pretty.
Thanks. Your turn.
Huh?
Show me the whole suit.
Oh no,
Come on, I did it, even though it was super awkward. You have to too. It's only fair.
It's just, okay. Um,
Oh,
Hello.
it's good.
I'm sorry.
No, I like it.
My dad's jacket fit, but not the pants.
You don't have to explain.
Did you really think I was pranking you?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess so.
That sucks.
Well, you weren't here.
It sucks that you think I'd do that.
I really don't know you that well.
You know me. Besides, you shouldn't assume that about someone.
Evan's done it, and he's your best friend.
Evan's not really... He did that?
Yeah.
To you?
No, to Chloe Foster. 2 years ago. He asked her to the sophomore swing, but it was just a prank. She got all dressed up, bought him a corsage for his suit, everything. She went to the salon. Her mom barely had any money. She worked like 3 jobs, but she spent all this money on a dress and the hair and everything. And then he just didn't show up to get her. He went to the dance with his buddies, and they all commented really mean shit on our Instagram and made a bunch of videos from the dance and posted them everywhere.
Evan did that?
Yep.
To... I don't know, Chloe Foster?
She doesn't go here anymore.
Whoa, because of Evan?
No, she just moved. Chloe Foster was a badass. She just showed up to school the next Monday like nothing ever happened. But everyone knew. and it sucked. And he's your best friend, so
I didn't even go here then.
I know.
I just met him this year.
Still.
I don't even think Evan's really like that anymore.
Okay.
Was she your friend?
Chloe? Not really. We were in the same science class.
Like us?
Yeah, but we weren't lab partners. We just talked sometimes. Do you really think Evan isn't like that anymore? Because he's kind of a douchebag.
Hey.
I'm sorry, I know he's your friend.
Yeah, but... Okay, he's kind of a douchebag.
And it's just that sometimes...
Sometimes what?
Well, you know that sometimes when you hang out with him, you can be kind of a douchebag too, right?
That's not true.
You never say hello to me if he's around.
I talk to you all the time.
In science class, never in the hallway or the caf, or anywhere else Evan might see or hear about it.
I just don't see you around those places.
You're full of it! My locker is like across the hall from your homeroom. I sit 3 tables away in the cafeteria.
I would say hi. I would.
You really don't see me outside of science class?
I really don't. I never see you around.
Jesus, that's somehow worse.
Come on.
So it's only because you're forced to be my lab partner that you even notice me for 48 minutes of the day.
I'm not forced. I mean, okay, we were assigned to be lab partners, but it doesn't feel like I'm being forced to talk to you.
What a compliment.
I didn't mean it.
Why did you even ask me to do this?
What? The prom thing?
Yeah, why?
Because we're friends.
We are not. Friends talk to each other outside of the one class they have together.
But we talk about everything in that one class.
Sort of. Not everything.
Most things. I told you a lot of things Evan doesn't even know about. Like how we moved here because of my mom cheating. Evan doesn't know that. He's never even asked me why I live with my dad.
Nice friend.
What do you want me to do? He was the first person I met when we moved here. He's been cool to me. I spent the whole summer hanging out with him before school started, and it was great. He introduced me to people, made sure I knew what was up with when school starts. Because of him, I had friends on the first day.
I always wondered why you were friends with him.
Look, you've never been new in a school, okay? You've lived here your whole life.
Oh, so that means it's so easy for me to make friends.
You have friends.
Yeah, I have friends, but they're all in the same boat I am. Evan and his little team of ass-kissers treat us like shit.
I've never even seen them look at you.
Well, that makes it feel a lot better.
I just mean they don't treat you like shit. They don't treat you like anything.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Do your friends know we're doing this right now?
No.
Would you have asked me to the prom if there were still an actual prom?
Maybe. I don't know.
Were you planning on telling anyone?
I can. I will.
Don't do me any favors.
The whole reason I like this idea is because it's private.
So you don't have to get shit from anyone for it.
So we can just have a nice night without other people getting in the way.
It feels like you actually think these are good answers.
Look, I suck at this, okay? I'm sorry.
Okay, we can just... I'm gonna go.
No, please don't go. I'm sorry. I know Evan can be a jerk and I should speak up more. He's my friend. He sucks sometimes, but he's not always like that. And I'm not like that.
I know.
I asked you to do this because I saw someone talking about it on the news and I thought it looked fun. And you were the first person I thought of.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe if there was still really a prom, I probably would have asked someone I don't like as much, but that's because I'm a coward.
No, you're not.
A complete and total coward. I would have been too nervous to ask you. I think the only reason I did it was because it was online, makes things easier. Oh, I can do something. I can prove it. I can dial in some of the guys.
What?
Or girls too. Or you could dial in some of your friends and we can make it like a real virtual prom experience. They don't even have to get dressed up. We can just like hang out.
You'd invite Evan?
Whatever you want. I can leave them out if you want.
No,
No?
let's just leave it like this.
You sure?
Definitely.
Cool. Uh, when this is over,
When what's over? Tonight?
oh, no, like, all of this. The isolation, when we can hang out in person again.
Oh, right.
Um, maybe we could hang out together. In person.
Outside of class?
Well, I don't think we'll be getting back to the classroom this year, so yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes, I'd like that.
Cool.
Cool.
Do you want to dance?
Dance?
We are at the prom.
Oh, sure. Yeah, let's dance. You pick the song. What the hell is this?
It's a good song.
Is it new?
No, it's old. Like, from the 90s?
I think wearing your dad's clothes is starting to adversely affect you.
Shut up and dance.
Freak.
Amazing job, actors. Thank you so much. We loved that performance. I know everybody in our community loved that performance too. We got a lot of heart reactions. All right, audience, if you would like to post comments and questions to our playwright, I'm going to welcome Jackie Martin onto the screen. Jackie.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, doing great. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me back.
Yes. Well, oh my goodness. I love the script, and just by the reactions by all of our audience members, everybody is just so touched by these actors. Of course, they did a wonderful job. Thank you
They were
to
amazing.
also the director. They were so good. I'm so impressed. I would love to get the inspiration for this piece.
Honestly, just sort of knowing a lot of people who are missing out on these big milestones, whether it's seniors in high school, in college, even, you know, fifth graders, eighth graders who have been looking forward to these trips, field trips, dances. I mean, the end of the year is where you get to do a lot of really fun things with your friends and make those memories. So just sort of empathizing with those seniors in high school who are missing out. And it just kind of popped into my head that it could be a fun thing to sort of explore via a Zoom play.
Yes, I loved the sweetness of it. How he had the pajama pants with the suit. That was just precious. And that is such a great point. We often forget how this affects our kids and the kids in our community and the families as well. I also wrote down a few comments. I talked about the associations who we hang out with. She said, well, you're friends with him. You're friends with the bully. Talk a little bit about that for our viewers.
I think it's just really something that starts early and never really changes, is that you're constantly sort of being judged against who you are friends with. And I think that as you get older, you start to realize maybe that the people who are not the best people in your life, you know, it's easier as you get older to sort of either separate from that group as you make other friends, or as you, even if you have that kind of relationship, you might be able to have that conversation with them at some point. But when you're in high school or middle school, your world is so insular and small. And, you know, I kind of had to really think about, well, why would this kid who seems really nice be friends with someone who is sort of known to not be so nice. And I think that when you are new and you don't know a lot of people, it would make sense that you would see the best in this person. I think a lot of us have done that, where someone would say, how can you be friends with that person? And you're like, well, they're nice to me. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? I think that's really common and human, and people have different sides to them. So even someone who might be a bully, it doesn't mean that they treat everyone that way, whether that's, you know, right or wrong for someone to continue being friends with someone like that. That's really hard to say because it's so individual, but it's hard in school.
It's so interesting to learn about and delve into. And I love that conversation about the character. Like, she flat out thinks it's wrong. And he's like, well, I was new here and he was my only friend. We have some comments from our viewers. I have amazing work. Great job, cast. And Jennifer Steele says, I'd love to see a sequel. Is that something that you are interested in?
Sure. I love these characters, so that would be fun.
I think we all want to see these characters again.
Personally. Maybe someday when they can be in the same room, that would be fun.
Oh, yes, that would be great. I have reminiscent of 13, but also nicely different. I could see that. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I also wrote down a little bit about these are actual seniors that are performing. And the boy character, he goes into why they moved here, about his mom cheating. And that's a very adult theme to know as a kid, but he is going into adulthood. So talk a little bit about why you decided to put that information into the play.
Well, I think that as parents, even when you have younger kids, you always think you're shielding them from a lot more than you actually are. Yeah. For one thing. And for another, you know, I think in a situation like that where there is something that's really big and potentially pretty explosive, and I mean, you probably would know whether they wanted him to or not. It doesn't, you know, whether they had that conversation. But also when you're in high school, you're really in between, you know, you're kind of on that trajectory of adulthood. And I think that sometimes we assume that an adolescent can't have the same, like, they're kind of stuck in between, where they're having these big feelings that maybe as adults we look at and say, like, well, you don't really know real problems yet. But when you're in it, it is your real problem. And a lot of the things I think that adolescents feel like they don't always share because they know that they might get judged for it. So I guess that just kind of is always present in my head when I'm writing or talking to young people, because I mean, he probably would know. Mm-hmm. And maybe wouldn't share that with the kid who is kind of a douchebag.
Yes. I absolutely love your input on that. So I have one question from reference to The Kids Are All Right.
Oh, I missed, was what, could you repeat the question? I just missed it.
Sure. Yeah. Brendan asked, was the title a reference to The Kids Are All Right?
Oh, no, actually it wasn't. It was more reference to the song, because the title came last, and the song that he uses, I love that song, number one. And I love that, you know, I teach middle school, and the 90s are kind of making a weird renaissance right now. So I love it personally, but I thought it worked. And then just kind of based on the lyrics in the song, that's where it came from. But I do love The Kids Are All Right as well. So
both are great. I love the song as well. When you chose that, I was like, yes. I have Hannah Bell commenting. She said, oh man, I would love to see a part 2 where they're at their 20-year reunion or something.
Oh, that's an idea.
Yeah, there are several ideas that are coming from our audience. I absolutely love it. Well, I would love to know, do you have any questions for our audience on what their thoughts are about the piece?
I think just the same sort of questions that you always ask with an early draft, which is, you know, what do you see that either works for you or doesn't? Or, you know, any other comments from anyone who is that. It's been a while since I was a senior in high school. So if anyone's out there watching who is, they have thoughts on it, I would love to hear from them as well.
For sure, for sure. Well, oh my goodness, it was so good to talk to you again. I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed watching this piece. It was so touching and heartwarming to watch, and I can see our audience loved it.
Thank you. And I want to say also thank you to Kally, Audrey, and Joseph. They were amazing.
Yes, indeed. Great job, you guys. Well, everyone, we're going to leave it off here. Please feel free to answer Jackie's questions that she has in our comments. We will be back here in just about 10 minutes for our next performance, and we will see you then. Enjoy, everybody. Bye.